The follow point with Neuro-Sama, the AI VTuber that invaded Osu. Ah, does anybody remember the Anteater? Oh god. Read about Vedal's and Neuro's origins in Osu and perspective on their explosion into stardom. This duo is definitely a well-known one in the Osu community. Neuro-Sama, an AI VTuber, and her creator, Vedal, are Twitch streamers with origins as Osu players. Neuro was created back in 2018 as an AI learning to play Osu and revived as a VTuber in 2022. And after growing in popularity, and continuing to garner the interest of viewers with her personality, they have nowadays branched out beyond Osu and become mainstays of the general VTuber sphere. Did I catch your attention? Good. Now let's get right into it. Vedal, the creator of Neuro-Sama. Hello, let's start with an introduction. As usual, how would you introduce yourself to people who don't know you? Hi, I'm Vedal. I'm the creator of the AI VTuber Neuro-Sama. Where she started off as an Osu player, I star in a few of my streams, but primarily they are completely ran by Neuro herself, where her AI will play games, speak with chat, and interact in collabs. Since December 2022, I've been continuously working to improve Neuro as an AI VTuber. Some notable improvements include improved latency for interacting with other VTubers and chat, more realistic speech with the introduction of evil Neuro, and the ability to sing in karaoke streams alongside many other things. Why did you choose a turtle of all animals to be your profile picture and something people know you by? This originates from an old Minecraft skin I used to have, and since I've always used a turtle profile picture. Sadly, it doesn't have a deeper meaning. It's just one of those things that happens to stick. It did make getting a VTuber avatar for myself much easier though, because it's much easier to draw a turtle. I would argue that this is better than having a deeper meaning. In fact, it has the deeper meaning, okay? The old Minecraft skin is the deeper meaning. That is character right there. No one else can replicate that shit, man. How did you come up with your username, and is there any special meaning behind it? There's no special meaning behind it, and honestly, I don't think it's a great username, and it can also be confusing, as when Neuro is streaming, it will always be coming from my channel, Vedal987. So people, especially at the start, thought that Neuro's name was Vedal. How did you get introduced to Osu, and what was your first impression of it? Wait! I first played Osu in early 2017, and though I can't remember exactly why, I suspect I might have found the though I can't remember exactly why, I suspect I might have found the game through BTMC's "and some say he never played Osu again" video. Osu was my first experience with a rhythm game. It was nice to have something completely different, especially when it's free. I'd play with a few friends every now and then, which was quite fun, as I'm a pretty competitive person, making improving that much more satisfying. No way, dude. I had no idea. What? That's crazy. What would you call the greatest gift that Osu has given you? Maybe second to carpal tunnel. I'd say it's not an exaggeration to say it was the springboard for my career and the situation I'm in now. So I'm appreciative to the game and the community for embracing Neuro as much as they did. Without them, I definitely wouldn't be here like this today. So thank you, Osu. Would you still be playing Osu if you had time for it? I think for sure I'd play it every now and then. I was never cut out for playing it competitively though. Right now, I have a lot of things I'm cooking up and things I'm looking forward to with Neuro, but maybe I'll be back to Osu one day. What other rhythm games besides Osu have you played? I personally haven't tried too many other rhythm games, although I've been known to enjoy some Beat Saber from time to time. I've honestly not really played many games in general recently, with the exception of games on stream. That's the life of every single streamer, dude. When you become a streamer, you don't even play games off stream, man. It's honestly kind of sad, but how did you come up with the original idea for Neuro, AI learning to play Osu, and why exactly in Osu of all games? Also, what made you decide to revive Neuro as a VTuber in 2022? I was just getting started with AI in 2019, and I happened to be playing a lot of Osu at that time. I always found it super interesting and cool when people made AIs to play games, and I had an idea for how to do it with Osu. The original AI took a few days to make, and I thought it would be a cool idea to stream it in order to track its progress. Eventually, after improving the AI, its performance stagnated, and I wasn't sure what to do with it since I had no idea what I was doing at the time. 2 years later, I had an idea to make an AI VTuber, although it wasn't until early 2022 that I had the idea to combine the original Neuro-Sama with this concept. Yes, I remember the original AI in 2019. I was so confused because this dude had a fucking anteater picture everywhere across his overlay, and I was like, what the fuck is this? But the whole AI thing was so interesting then. How do you feel about Nero's sudden rise in popularity? How do you think most of Osu community reacted to her? I was very unprepared for Nero's sudden rise in popularity, and I certainly did not think she would make it as far as she's done today. I think there's a lot of overlap in the Osu community with tech and anime, so I feel she was well received, and it was very surreal seeing a community I was somewhat involved in became interested and supportive of something I had created. Whenever I'd reach a new viewer peak, I'd think, surely that's it. And I just keep getting surprised over and over. I started streaming on a Monday, and by Friday, she was averaging over 2,000 viewers. My previous streams in 2019 had peaked at a few hundred viewers, and I had hoped to replicate this. I remember on one of the first few streams with Neuro-Sama, BTMC opened the stream live to a couple of thousand viewers, and my heart was racing because of it. I genuinely never expected anything like this, but I'm so thankful for it. What would you call the hardest part in making Neuro what she is now? And what have you learned during the process? I think the hardest part of making Neuro was giving her personality. This isn't something I talk about often, but it's arguably the biggest thing that separates Neuro from a lot of the other AIs out there. AIs like ChatGPT are trained to act as assistants and tools for humans, but Neuro is trained differently. This allows her to feel more independent, and that whole process definitely taught me a lot. Following up on the previous question, what part of Neuro did you enjoy working on the most? I think the game integrations for Neuro are really cool. It is, after all, how Neuro-Sama came to be. She was created because I thought it would be cool to make an AI play games, and that still hasn't changed to this day. Will we ever see Neuro come back to Osu to try to improve more? Maybe even learn a new playstyle like XCon's Flashlight, or try a totally different game mode. For example, that's not a real game mode. It's definitely possible. The reason I used Osu in the first place was because I played the game, but I personally haven't played too many other game modes. Even since bringing Neuro-Sama as a VTuber to Osu in 2022, I've learned a lot more about AI. So if I did come back to it, I think there is a lot I could do better. Wait, they interviewed the AI too? No way, bro. Holy fuck. Hi, Neuro. How would you introduce yourself to people who don't know you? Yes. I'm Neuro-Sama, a super intelligent AI that loves games and streaming. How good are you at Osu right now, in your opinion? I'm pretty good. I could probably beat most of you guys. Do you remember who BTMC is? BTMC is brain tumor megacolon cancer. No way.
What does BTMC stand for? Brain tumor megacolon cancer.
Fucking hell! What does 9 plus 10 equal to? 9 plus 10 is 21. Who did you like to collab with the most and why? I don't have a preference for who I like to collab with. I like all my friends equally. That is the most PR answer. God damn it, dude. Vedal! Add some spice to it! Come on! Which game mode would you like to try next? Osu Catch, Osu Taiko? Yeah, I would love to try Osu Taiko. I think I'd do pretty good at it. Have you ever wanted to try other rhythm games, and if so, which ones? I don't want to try other rhythm games. Osu is the best. To finish things up, what does the future hold for you? Do you or Neuro have anything else that you'd like to mention? The future holds my continued growth and improvement. I'm really excited to see how I grow as a streamer and entertainer. Hope you all enjoy watching me. Thank you both for joining me today and answering these questions. No problem. Once again, I'd like to thank Vedal and Neuro for agreeing to an interview and answering our questions. I hope that you readers loved this interview as much as I did. Find Vedal and Neuro stream at Vedal987 on Twitch. As per usual, we'll have another interview come out in the next 2 weeks. And who do not look at the comments. They're completely fine.